Alright, welcome back. So I want to do a video um, on how long do you continue to do treatment for cancer, or specifically in my case, for brain cancer. Um, when I first met with the doctors and they gave me treatment options, the prognosis obviously was not good. And so I was told that I could do this regimen of chemo and radiation, and it may work to extend my life a bit. And the other option was to do nothing, and the prognosis on that was really not good. It was you may not make it more than weeks, and so I chose to do the chemo and radiation, and ultimately this infusion. And and I asked the doctor this then. I said, well, how long do we do this? And they had a regimen of how many. I did 30 radiation treatments and chemo, but basically his response was how long you do it. He said he does it as long as the patient can tolerate it. And I thought, all right, well, I've been through colon cancer, and the treatment was kind of rough on that, for sure, the chemo. I've been through liver cancer, which the treatment there was some, they called chemoimmobilization, radiation into the liver, and it shrunk the tumors enough that I ended up getting a liver transplant. So I thought, well, as long as I can tolerate it. Well, I tolerated the other treatments, and quite frankly, I've had it pretty good with the brain cancer, in that there's not been a lot of negative side effects up until this bout with thrush, which took my appetite away and really just made me totally fatigued. So, but other than that, I had some headaches, some head pressure, and he warned me. He said, the fatigue was probably going to be the worst, and I have to struggle through that, and I found that to be true. The fatigue was immense. But I thought, I'm fairly tough. I've been through this before. I can handle it, and so, we'll keep doing treatment, But I'll tell you, after having this bout with thrush and losing my appetite and having incredibly difficult fatigue and loss of balance, and I can see why people going through this say enough's enough. Now, I'm not to that point, but I'm not saying that I won't get to that point, because at some point you think this is diminishing returns here, and as long as the quality of life is okay, which up until this vacation to Europe, the quality of life was decent, pretty good, and I've shared my other videos, the Grace tour, and I've had so many great interactions with family and friends that, for the most part, it's been pretty decent. But this bout of thrush and going through no appetite, not wanting to eat, sleeping all the time, really got me thinking about, it's like, wow, there may come a point where it's just not worth it. So again, I'm not at that point yet, but I can see how people get to that point. So in any event, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not at that point yet, but I'm hoping that with the medication I'm on now, that I'll get through this thrush. and you know, I'll come out for the better. But you know, this is the first time, I guess, in my treatment experience that I feel like I've gotten worse to some extent. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so how long do you continue treatment? Well, again, I guess like the doctor says, as long as it is showing some effectiveness and I can tolerate it, that we'll keep going. And that's still my point of view. But you know, this recent setback has really got me thinking about, you know, things take a turn for the worse. How much more do I want to go through? So anyway, just, you know, those are just my honest thoughts where I'm at right now. So anyway, I appreciate you watching the videos, and we'll see you soon.